Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona channel in English. This weekend is finally the first match of La Liga 2022 in the Camp Nou. Not the first match of Barcelona. Barcelona played already 3 or 4 matches, but it's the first the first that we play in the Camp Nou this year, because before every match was away. So we are not going to talk about that match exactly, that we will talk tomorrow, but today we have some news to talk about related to the club and to the things that are surrounding the club and that match. So without more delay, let's start. Well, starting here, we have, I'm a bit in the middle, but okay. These are the numbers Barcelona are going to have from now on. There are some changes. In this moment, I don't remember all of them. For example, Ter Stegen is not a change. Ter Stegen 1, Dest 2nd, Piqué 3rd, Araujo number 4, Sergio Busquets 5, Ricky Puig, Dembélé, Alves, that's a new one, but this one we knew because we saw it already. Memphis, Depay, and Ansu Fati the same. Adama Traoré will have number 11. That 11 that, if I'm not wrong, was wearing... I was about to say was wearing... this man who left, not Coutinho. But no, Coutinho was having the 14. That is actually Nico's number. That says La Masia. That circle is the players who have ever played for the youth teams and now they play for the first team. Actually, they have a number. That's something we didn't talk, but that's something that Barcelona did some weeks ago to memorize or rememorize those players who come from La Masia and they arrive to the first team. And that's why Piqué, Araujo, Sergio Busquets, Ricky Puig, Nico González, Adama Traoré, Ansu Fati, Jordi, Alba has that stamp. No, Sergi Roberto, who we will talk soon. Ferran will have the 19. That as we talk, De Jong is still here. Look, De Jong, and behind me, number 14. Let me move myself a bit, because in this moment we have Eric Garcia, who's injured, sadly, and then number 25, Aubameyang, that we will talk later too. It's an important thing. So we're going to talk now about Sergi Roberto. As I told you, Sergi Roberto, out of that he's injured or not, in this moment, if you remember, his contract expires this year. We are in conversations. He didn't leave. It doesn't seem that the player has any team now, because, as I said, as he's injured, no team is interested in him yet. They want to see how it works, and later maybe then they will decide. No, but in this moment, Barcelona, it seems that Sergi Roberto wants to stay in Barcelona, and Barcelona wants Sergi Roberto to stay. Actually, the Barcelona told to his agent that they are going to finish the agreement in December, but it's February and nothing happened. That's because of the transfer market. The market window was quite active for Barcelona for signings, imagine. And then Sergi Roberto's folder, this topic or this matter, didn't come to Barcelona. It was not possible for Barcelona to consider this thing in this moment, this matter in this moment. But now that the market is closed, they are going. Actually, Barcelona has called his agent, and they have Barcelona has said that they are going to sit again to keep talking. Remember that Sergi Roberto rejected one of the proposals, but it seems that it's not because of the money that he's going to receive in future, if not the money that he didn't receive yet. There is some kind of problems in that, and then they are going to keep talking about it. Players who have to renew for Barcelona are, for example, Gavi. Gavi is another folder that Barcelona has still opened. And Araujo and Alves came back from their national teams to play. Actually, Serginho Dest is the only one who didn't come yet. But, sorry, this is not the matter I want to talk about. The matter I want to talk about is that Manchester United wants to go for this player. It seems that Manchester United is preparing a huge sum of money to go to sign Araujo. I'm a bit afraid of this because Araujo's projection is quite good. I think in this moment is the most complete center back we have. And we have a lot of them. I mean, we have 6. Piqué is still the leader of the center back. And of course, the team, I think, is more leader than Sergi Busquets. But in this moment, by the future of our back is Araujo. Don't fool ourselves. It's Araujo. Eric Garcia, etc. They play good, but Araujo, it's formidable. I like him. He has a goal. He still has some problems. That's true, and he has to pay attention to those mistakes. But sorry, I wanted to say mistakes, no problems. But for me, is in this moment the most complete. To be honest, the most complete center back we have. And in the moment we don't have Piqué, I think this is the natural substitutor for Piqué's solution. Maybe he has a lack of exit of ball. He's still trying to learn a bit how does Piqué makes that ball, but that's not Piqué's. Exactly, Piqué is quite good at that, but that's something that Xavi has to tell them how to do it. But as I'm saying, Manchester United wants Araujo in their team or in its team, and it's a bit in danger because Barcelona is in conversations, but it seems that they didn't reach any kind of agreement, not even a little. So let's see what happens. Other news that I want to talk about, as I said before, Alves. Alves came back too, and it seems that, as I told you yesterday, Alves is going to be the one who is not going. Well, no, it doesn't seem. Is not going to be in the Europa League. Okay. We defend this position, Barcelona's position, because the 3 players who came has a future projection. They are players who come to Barcelona to stay just for 1-2 years, if not for future. Aubameyang, we can discuss more about that, but Ferran Torres and Adama Traoré are still young players. We cannot say the same from Dani Alves. Dani Alves, his quality is unnegotiable. Unnegotiable. Or negotiable, however it's said. No, we cannot deny, and undeniable. That's what I wanted to say. Undeniable. Okay, he's a great player, a great center, a great right back, and sometimes even like a wing. He's a quality that it's incredible. But as I said yesterday, his age is not that young already. He's not a teenager. He's 38 to 39 years old. And when you have to sprint against a 24, 23 years old kid like Vinicius, so what do you want me to tell you? But even Alba, and when he was good, he was really well at that. So now, Alba and Alves, because of their age, and Alves is still a bit younger, I think they are both players who should step a bit away or aside and let other players to come and to replace them, especially when it's quite exigent in terms of physique. Okay, not in quality or whatever we cannot discuss, but in physique, yes. And it seems that Alves didn't like this decision. What do you want me to tell you? Well, I understand that Alves can be mad or can be not happy with this, but at the end, Xavi had to take a decision that is not going to be the best for anyone. And I guess Xavi talked with his staff about this topic, talked with Laporta about this topic, and I think he took the right decision. personally, even though, and yes, we can discuss about this too, because as a right back, we don't have anyone better. And this is still and Mingueza, but Mingueza, what do you want me to tell you? And also the other problem is that we cannot take out any players that we had already. So Mingueza or Dest, who signed already or who were in Barcelona already, they cannot be removed to let Alves get in. So we had no other options. Choosing from those four players, Ferran Torres, Adama Traoré, Aubameyang, or Alves, I think the most logic and the best is Alves out. I guess he even knew this before even it was official. But well, I understand his point anyway. You can be mad at that, you know. And also today I'm reading like, oh my god, what the triple players or the triple forward we are creating: Adama Traoré, Ferran Torres, and Aubameyang. No, it's true that it's going to be incredible. Actually, Ferran Torres and Adama Traoré, they have played for the Spanish national team and in their wings, and they have played quite properly. I mean, Adama Traoré, and they are not exactly the same kind of wings, okay? Ferran Torres is more a kind of wing that tries to face the goal, tries to help players. He doesn't have that depth. He has more goal, but instead, Adama Traoré is a wing that has a depth that can dribble the player and can give that last pass that sometimes we miss. No, so they're quite good, but they are very different. As I'm saying, also Aubameyang, I don't know, I've never seen a video of him. I could have seen today, but I had many things to do, to be honest, so I couldn't. But what it seems is that this weekend he's not going to be in the starting 11. Aubameyang didn't play for Arsenal since December 2nd. And this is because his mother is having problems, healthy problems in France. He asked for permission to go to France. And then he came back to London. If I'm not wrong, Arsenal is from London. He came back to England. One day later, then they packed. So if they packed to come, he has to come to train on Wednesday. He came on Thursday. No, Arteta didn't like that, and then he put this player aside, totally aside, like no playing, no convocations, etc. So that's why Aubameyang wanted to leave, and Arsenal wanted him to go, because you're not going to pay 22 million euros per year for a player who's not going to be playing. And then the problem is that since that moment, he didn't play a single match. He had the options of playing for the Gabon. He's from there, no? I'm not sure how to pronounce that country. Actually, I didn't know that country until he came to our club. So that's my ignorance. I'm so sorry. You can complain. But it seems that he got COVID when he could play for his national team, and later he couldn't play because they found some arrhythmias, etc. So they let him stay away from the club. And when he came back to Arsenal, he found the same problem. So it seems that Xavi's staff has recommended have recommended to Xavi not to let this player play at least the 90 minutes. No, of course, in Barcelona, we want to see him, we need goals, etc. Probably he will play 10, 15 minutes. That will be normal or most reasonable, but not full match. But don't forget that anyway, we still have Ansu Fati. So we are talking about what a three-player forward, but remember we have other players like Braithwaite, Ansu Fati, etc. So Balde, etc. We have many players with much quality. Ne? Anyway, as I was saying before, we have this weekend the match against Atletico, but not today. We are not going to give you the starting 11. For that, you will have to wait for another match. If you don't want to for another video, sorry. If you don't want to miss that video, Down there you have the red button that you can hit to subscribe, and like this you also will not miss any of our daily videos. And now, yes, I want to ask you first a question. What do you think about Aubameyang? He should be in the starting 11 and play 45 minutes, or let him play just from the minute 75, for example, until the end of the match? Well, you know, your comments are important here. We'll like to see your opinions. So down there you have the comment section the comment box where you can type your opinion and we will read it. Thank you for watching us, and see you in the next video. Have a nice day.